Now, on the Democrat side, Andrew, how do you think he communicated his message and his agenda tonight?
Well, I mean, there were Democrats in Congress who didn't come. I mean, and I'm assuming there are quite a few Democrats who didn't watch the speech because they already know where they stand. They don't need to hear from him. So the polls that are out show that he's in trouble. And as Tim said, independent voters aren't really buying what he's selling. So I'm not sure this speech is going to change it quite a bit. And I think the House is really up for grabs, and potentially the Senate as well. And I think if you're a Republican in California, good luck, because you have to try to fight those Trump headwinds.
Well, let's talk about this because I think we had a first tonight, a lawmaker being escorted out of the chamber. It happened after Representative Al Green stood up with a sign that read, "Black people are not apes." I think that was in response to the video President Trump shared depicting former President Obama and his wife Michelle as apes. It was a moment that really was shared across social media. So talk about your perhaps top takeaways from tonight.
Well, I think my top takeaway from tonight was that, the president didn't have any home runs, really, but I don't think he necessarily hurt himself anywhere. And so it really played to a level field. And I think that for Republicans, as mentioned, that really kind of setting the foundation, talking about things like the economy and those types of issues that where they want to carve out and they know that they need to go and make some headway with. Certainly Democrats are talking about that as well. But I think the top takeaway for me, as I said, is really that kind of Trump set the bar with where he wants to go with Republicans and kind of energize that base.
And Andrew, your top takeaways?
Yeah, I think he scoffs at the word affordability, but he did mention several things around who can buy a home, can you stop the private equity firms buying homes, ratepayer protection. So he had some policy things that he rolled out. He gave out a lot of awards. It was very patriotic. But, what you saw was angry Democratic members of Congress yelling at him and him yelling back. And I think that's when people see this and think, this is why we don't like politics.